Howdy, folks. Dusty T. Britches here with a poem written by my good friend Shad A. Pease about women's undergarments. Those look suspiciously like granny panties. Get them out of here. It's called lingerie. We was shopping at Mervin's, just me and the missus, in search of some casual attire. I picked up shorts, socks, a couple of t-shirts, things that most men would require. Now, when I go shopping, I know what I want. I'm in, I'm out, and I'm done. But most ladies, I found, tend to just poke around. And that's how this tale is begun. See, men who shop with their wives soon become lackeys, beasts of burden whose presence is handy, and I don't mind carrying most things that she needs. But a purse just doesn't seem manly. When she looks up at me with them puppy dog eyes, it's tough to tell the little gal no. And when she flashes that smile, I'll shuffle down the aisle, conscious of the weight at my elbow, till we round the bend. Then the tremor set in and the crimson in my face fades to gray, 'cause we've entered the world where all men are nervous, the world of la femme. Lingerie. Now, in our first year of courtship, I thought I'd impress the woman I love, and God knows my first mistake was thinking. And the second was buying her clothes. See, she dropped a few hints on things that she needed, like a nightie to keep her warm while she slept. When Christmas came at the mall, in no time at all, I found a place where such items was kept. There was things in that store make a grown man blush. And ain't a one of them intended for sleeping. With all them strings and sheer lacy things, you wonder just what secret Victoria's keeping. But I never batted an eye, which, come to think of it, is probably why my vision began to grow dark. And I was craning my neck when I bumped into a rack of bras that couldn't quite cross your heart. I struggled to remain calm, cool, and collect as garments of gauze floated past. But the violent tremors and the whispered obscenities may have shattered the illusion I cast. Now the ladies in waiting that came to my aid must have waited on men once before, 'cause without even asking, they each grabbed an elbow and led me straight to a row of nighties galore. They was all one piece, made out of real cloth, had buttons clean up to the collars. They was shiny as silk and soft to the touch and cheap at only $49. Well, it didn't take long, probably should have took longer, to make the decision I made. And a half hour after I left that store, the crimson finally started to fade, 'cause I could imagine the surprise and the love in her eyes as she unwrapped my precious gift. And it'd be grand when she took my hand and showed me how she looked in that shift. But when Christmas Eve came, my hopes fell in flames, and dreams followed on rapid descent. For on a tall, skinny gal, a full-figured blouse looks a hell of a lot like a tent. I did learn a lesson from this little venture first-timers should all recognize. There's a petite little figure displayed on the price tag. It don't indicate the actual size. Well, I'm back now at Mervin's. When I wake from my reverie, my stomach emits a loud groan. Somewhere in my days, my wife slipped away and I realize I'm standing alone with a purse at my elbow and a bra in one hand, and I've no clue how it got there. And there's folks passing by, got weird looks in their eyes, and I can imagine their hard-hearted stare. My mouth goes dry. I break into a sweat. My knees, they tremble and sag. 'Cause what if they think I'm some perverted cowboy who's taken to dressing in drag? But over yonder's a man with panties in hand, and his eyeballs is glued to the ground. And there's a first-time buyer with his face on fire. And just look at the night air he found. Now, ladies, be grateful when you get our gifts, 'cause they're more purchased with more than just gold. Our love is expressed as embarrassment and stress, and we don't think you need to be told. But if you can't overlook the shape or the size, leave that lingerie lay on the shelf. Just ask for our wallets. They're yours anyway. And go buy the damn things yourself. That's all for now.